Kelly Boyd, you have a delivery. You have a delivery from Miss Amy. It's on the stage. Kelly Boyd, your delivery is here.
How we doing? This is Andy Frasco and Nick Gerlach from the World Saving Podcast. Come hang with us every Tuesday. New podcast every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I interview musicians, actors, and comedians. We try to answer life's biggest questions. Drug addiction.
I was abducted as a kid.
Happiness.
How much money do you make?
How much money do you make?
It's not about the music. It's about the fucking money.
How dare you? All that good stuff. So pull up every Tuesday and watch exclusively on volume.com. All right. Peace.
Welcome to Volume.com All Access, a new way to get to know your favorite artists with monthly live streams from the road, contests, premium content, early access tickets, and exclusive rewards. Artists keep 100% of all tips. Our artist communities include Maggie Rose, Andy Frasco, Anders Osborne, and many more, streaming nightly. Volume.com All Access.
Walk a little taller.
Here we go, everybody rock and roll. Now, yeah. So you see, I love you so much that I just don't.
You never know who's going to show up on Volume.com, like Daniel Donato popping into Dee's Lounge on a random Thursday night. Tune in to see it live. Volume.com, streaming nightly.
Oh, okay. Not right now. Okay. I'm putting my tip phone away.
Keep it in your kids. Put it on Titty Island. Call that Titty Island. Every once in a while, like at night, you gotta go to Titty Island. A dog, I like the dog.
Straws are for sissies. The frog?
What are you doing with that fucking
Claw? Oh, just as a reminder for those of us, it's a shtick. It's what. It's a good crowd. It is. We're going. Look. The mic is live, Sue. Shut the fuck up. Sally and Laura and Sue and I are going to go out. They're staying the night at the Hampton Inn. I thought they were going to drive back. And you know what that's right next to? Rockin' Dough Pizza. Yeah, it is. And they got great drinks. You know, what can I say? I knew she was going to. Well, she said she was going to. Oh, good. Hey, Sal. Okay. Fat thighs or not so fat thighs? Fat thighs? Wait a minute, Jessica will know. Wherever Jessica is, she's gonna give me the truth. Pardon me while I check the tip phone. Laura, I told Sally, you guys are staying right next to one of my favorite restaurants on the north side, Rockin' Dough Pizza. And it has great food. They make everything in-house. Yeah, I'll come join you after we get.
Drag my tire. Oh, I'm sorry. Drag my tire over half the time.
What's up? Inexcusable party.
Is Kelly right there? Oh no, there she is. Did you tell her about pushing the dump truck over? See, my stories are true.
I know, and then put steel in the school bus. I was telling her about the lobsters.
Oh my God, the lobsters at Pizza Zappa Rubicon. The 3 lost letters in the Greek alphabet are fraternity.
At Pizza Zappa Rubicon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get another beer to sit down here.
Okay, I'm going to tell people that we're going to Go get your beer.
time.
I'm old and I can't walk. All right, stay right there. Do I look okay? All right. Thank you. That's awesome. That is awesome. Aren't these cute? No, really. Aren't these adorable? They are adorable. Do you want me to move over closer to you? Don't hurt my clock. That's the official. That's the official Front Porch AF. Ari, is it okay if I move this? Thank you.
It is a cool place. It's weird that there's not more of that kind of place.
Check. I'm good.
Yeah, they
All right, so you ready to say welcome?
remember the name of it, but I did school
I can't see my clock, my watch.
in Nashville that sells
Wait a minute. Let me check the tip watch.
concrete sculpture.
224. We're so right.
Pretty good with time.
There hasn't been a big place in Nashville, but there is one.
Friends, neighbors, countrymen, lend me your ear. Hi. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I'm Sue,
I'm Kelly.
and this is Front Porch AF.
.com. Well,
No, it is not.
Can't
We're
be
doing
on
this live
Yeah.
from our home away from home, Dee's Country Cocktail Lunch. And the show is going to, the recording of the podcast itself is going to start at 2:40.
240.
2:40.
Yes, it'll work.
2:40. So get yourself drinks, tip your bartenders, be nice to the people who came because we can't be nice enough. We are overwhelmed and thrilled that you're here. If you are new to the podcast, Ari, can I get this to do whatever it is supposed to do so that I don't do it like this?
Raise it up.
Raise it up.
Is that better?
Can I do that? Wait a minute, can I do this? Oh my God, look, I can do it myself. Mother, please, thank you very much. That's
Thanks,
what my
Ari.
prom date said.
Lord.
If you're not familiar with Front Porch AF, because I see some new faces in the audience, along with some old ones, and we're going to give you a little bit of a background before we start the show, and the show recording will start right at 2:40. So as I say, get you a drink. Sally, why don't you, Kelly.
Oh my gosh.
I've known Sally a few years longer, like almost 60 now.
Like longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, longer than you've been alive.
But that's okay.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, we're so glad to have everybody here today. This is super cool to see everybody's smiling faces. But yeah, like Sue said, we started doing this about a year ago after the 2024 election, and we were hanging out at Sue's house.
Drinking.
Yes, but also like, what can we do to make the world a better place? Like, we need to take some action, and everything was chaos, and we decided,
Hey kids, let's start a podcast.
let's do a podcast. One of the reasons we did that is we like to bring topics and ideas to our listeners and give people ideas where they can click in and take action, because there's so many places you can do it, but like, how do you do it? So one of our goals is to bring that to anybody who listens to the show. A lot before I forget, so today, along those lines about taking action, we have with us Miss Anita in the back with Metamorphosis Beautifully Changed. This is an organization, I recently joined the board on this group, and they provide housing for women here in Nashville. And I just want you to maybe picture yourself as a person on the street no money, no job, no car, and you need to find a safe place to stay. And that's what Metamorphosis does for women that are unhoused and facing addiction and mental health issues. And so they're doing a really great job. We got raffle items back there, so we're hoping to raise a little money for them. Every penny that gets raised today goes straight to supporting the women and the housing needs, from clothes.
May I tell them what the raffle items are?
Oh, the raffle items are.
Oh, no, let me do the raffle items, please.
Please, go ahead.
All right. They've got a selection of bath and body things. Is it?
That's from Thistle
It's
Farms.
from
yeah.
Thistle Farms, another great organization. They have Belle Meade bourbon and glasses. These are 3 separate raffles. You can put your tickets in any of them. But the one, and the fix is in because I'm going to win this one. It's a little mini chainsaw. Chainsaw.
Yeah,
So
which I would get.
Yeah.
Except I already have 6 chainsaws, so I don't need another one.
so anyway, keep telling more.
Anyway, that's all I have for
Yeah.
now.
Is that all you have?
Well, I don't know. It's your turn.
Okay. I write these scripts, you understand, and they say Kelly in big letters, and they say Sue in big letters.
And if you notice, it's color-coded,
It's color
as if that would make a difference.
So we do topics ranging from backyard chicken farms to biomedical research to
And we have
LGBTQ.
biomedical researcher here today.
We
A
do.
lot
Is
of our
Ron
guests
here?
here. Ryan?
Hey.
Yeah, if you want to talk about mice.
And we have, by the way, honored guests coming. My college roommates, Indiana University, 1969, 1970, 1971. Oh, did somebody say Indiana beat Alabama? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Did somebody say that?
Yeah.
So anyway, welcome. Today, we've got a very special guest coming up, and we're going to start the entire show the way we normally do it at 2:40. But we also wanted to just say that this is the start of our 2nd season. We are part of the 1% of podcasts that make it past 20 episodes. There are. How many podcasts are there out there, Kelly?
1 billion.
4,500,000 podcasts have been started, and 1% of them get to more than 20 episodes. This is our 24th. So,
Yeah. Woo!
Thank you. And we'd like to thank a few people. First of all, we'd like to thank our past guests, many of whom are here. We couldn't do this without you. We'd like to thank our spirit animal, the Bulwark, which is a media conglomeration of amazing, spirited, intellectual, and fun social, political, historical commentary. And they do podcasts, and they inspired us to do this one. We'd like to thank our audio guru, Mark Robinson, the love of my life. And I believe there's another
Our videographer.
her name is Piper.
The love of my life.
The love of your life. And then most of all, we'd like to thank our listeners, you guys, our supporters. Yeah. And today is made possible by our home away from home, our heart, the reason I get up on Mondays and Fridays and Saturdays, Dee's Country Cocktail Lounge. Nothing says neighborly like getting drunk at Dee's. So we'd like to thank Amy D. We would like to thank Liz back there. We'd like to thank Keisha. And God bless you. We'd like to thank Ari, our sound man. And we'd like to thank our bartenders. Be nice to them. Kat and Blake back there.
Thanks, y'all.
And most of all, as I say, we want to thank our listeners and supporters and the people who give us feedback, and thank you for coming. This is going to be an awesome show. Because
it's gonna be a good
we've
hang.
got an incredibly special guest, and she will be joining us shortly in the middle of the show. It's Elizabeth Cook, and we'll introduce her properly later on, but we just wanted to say hello and welcome. And give yourself another 5 or 10 minutes. We will start the show at 2:40.
2:40.
You
on the
have
dot.
time to get a drink.
Yes. This clock.
this clock. This is the official Front Porch AF clock. When they're in the studio, and Ron can tell you, anybody who's been a guest here, Steph can tell you. See these little markers? The first marker is Sue and Kelly shut the fuck up. The second marker is we've got to wind this guest down or they're going to just carry us way past the hour limit. And the other one is goodbye. So we're going to turn this out. We're going to turn it around.
Nobody has to look at it.
Nobody has to look at it today.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
So enjoy.
All right, get
Welcome.
settled in, guys.
Get a drink, and we'll see you at 2:40.
Thank you.
There will be talk tonight. You know, you realize this is live. I can't see a thing.
To see a horse. Here? You didn't bring a horse?
I could have.
Darn,
I didn't know. I've got a little mini horse who would love this.
You do? You've got a mini horse too? I didn't know that.
I don't have a bag that we would have shipped.
understand what that. I didn't even see Ron, so. I don't know how to do it. I can't make my fingers do the sliding. I do one at a time. It takes me forever to do a task. Or mostly I sit. Well, I'm a typist. That was my first job, and that's how I made my living for years. Oh, shit. Yeah. And it's 2:40 something. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So please, everybody, enjoy your drink. Enjoy whatever it is we're doing here. And we've got a treat for you. So Maestro, I believe. Oh, I guess wait a minute.
All right. Hey, this is Kelly.
And this is Sue.
And welcome to Front Porch AF.
We're friends and neighbors. Gather to have a drink and a laugh and figure out how to solve all the problems of the world. That's right.
Woo,
Yeah.
I think we should do a high five on that
Hey,
one.
yeah.
Can we high
Oh,
five?
high five.
We did
And
good.
welcome to Dee's Country Cocktail Lounge for our first live podcast. It starts off our second season of Front Porch AF. And it's wonderful to see all our friends and neighbors and new friends and neighbors here to start the second season of this podcast. Let's see. The first thing that we do is we chat.
Yes, we chat. What are you having to drink today, Sue?
Okay. Have you met me? It's vodka. It's vodka.
Thanks, Blake, for mixing these just right.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Blake. Thank you, Blake, for mixing. And what is it you have there?
I'm having a Miller Lite. But my Huggy today is, I picked this one special because this was knitted by one of our listeners, Stacy from Washington. She's up in Tacoma, Washington. And she's an OG listener and sent this to me in the mail. So I thought it was appropriate for our kickoff of season 2.
Yeah. And so thank you, listeners. And this is where we give you a little teaser about what's coming up in the rest of the show, or introduce the topic. The topic is, we started our second season, we're still alive, but our very, very, very special guest who's going to join us in a little bit is Elizabeth Cook. And we'll give you a fuller, more apt introduction later on. After we finish, and we've got to get right to it.
Neighborhood notes.
Neighborhood notes. Should I go first?
You should go first.
Okay. A lot of you who have been to D's before or who see me post on Fridays know that there's something called Snack Friday. A couple of years ago, one of the bartenders, Masha, and I were hungry, and the kitchen hadn't opened yet, and we started bringing snacks. And it has kind of expanded. And you never know. There's no set. I mean, one day you could have all brownies, and one day nobody can bring anything. But one of the top contributors is my connection to my favorite fast food seafood restaurant in the world, Captain D's. In fact, it is true. I even won a sweater, a Captain D's sweater in a raffle. Pictures are on the web. Oh, by the way, what's our website, Kelly?
www.frontporchaf.com.
And you don't have to say the www anymore. I mean, welcome to the 21st century.
Thanks, Boomer.
Is this the 22nd century? Anyway, so Braun, my Captain D's guy, was talking at the bar a little while ago, and he said, we have opened up our very first Captain D's in the United Kingdom, and it's in Kent. And I went, oh, mother of God, I'm going to England in September. I just extended our stay. Our cruise lands at Southampton on September 13th. I changed our flight back to Nashville from the 13th to the 14th. I just rented a car and got a hotel a block away from the first Captain D's in the United Kingdom in Kent.
Oh my gosh. I think that's probably one of the most American things you can do.
Oh, yeah.
Is go to Europe and go to a fast food restaurant.
Fast food. So, and we will Facebook it live. Mark, you've got to learn how to Facebook it live.
Oh, God.
Anyway, if you're around on Fridays, come on in. It's random snacks.
It's
at 3 o'clock at happy hour.
It's a good time as
It
hell.
is. And Amy brought lasagna last week. Oh. Mwah. And my second neighborhood note, and this is a true neighborhood note. Kelly and I have a neighbor
In common.
And sometimes our mail gets mixed up. And as we were leaving to come to the show today, I stopped and got the mail. Joyce, I have your mail, and I will be delivering it to your mailbox on the way home from the show. Not to worry. So that's our neighborhood note from beautiful downtown Madison out on the Bend.
That's your neighborhood note.
That is my neighborhood note. But you have one or two yourself.
I have a couple. I mean, it's the end of deer season, and I just want everybody to know the best time of the year is coming up soon because the bucks start losing their antlers, so we can start looking for sheds. We can go out in the woods. That's really fun. I can tell everybody's like, what the fuck?
She promises she won't shoot Bambi. That's all I ask.
But and more exciting notes, I took my Mini X out for a drive.
Please explain to everybody what a Mini X is, because I
A mini
didn't know.
excavator, right? It's got
She
a big
has a
bucket on the
mini
front of the arm.
excavator.
So I took it down to my friend Robbins, who's in Cecile Richards, because she's a badass.
The founder of Planned Parenthood.
Yes.
Yes.
So I took Cecile down to Robbins, and we dug out a ditch and she has some drainage stuff going on. But I was thinking, retirement plans, and I'm thinking I'm going to start a burial service. No questions asked. Burial service. So just give me a holler.
Kelly at frontporchaf.com.
Yeah, the only other thing is I did get to use my chainsaw recently over Christmas. It's the best Christmas present I ever had.
And how many chainsaws does this make?
I've got 5. I have 5.
And there's a chainsaw in the raffle that's going on back here. I am going to buy as many tickets as I possibly can to win that damn chainsaw.
Good for you. Yeah, I'm scared for you to use it. But anyway, Steph and Beth, thanks for letting me climb up that tree and cut that limb down off your fence. And that's the end of my neighborhood notes.
That's the end of your... we usually have lost cows. We have a lot of... What is that helicopter doing above our neighborhood? If anybody's on a Facebook neighborhood chat, when somebody will post, why is the helicopter flying over Old Hickory Boulevard and Gallatin Road? What do I know? I mean, those are the things, we've also have a favorite podcast called I've Had It. And they do things like that. You know, I've had it with people asking these ineffable questions to Facebook. Like, why is there air?
Good question. See, what's in our mailbag, though?
The first thing in our mailbag is we found out a few weeks ago that Pete Hegseth is our neighbor.
In Goodlettsville.
In Goodlettsville.
Or
Pete
Hendersonville.
No, it's Goodlettsville.
It's Goodlettsville. Okay.
It's Goodlettsville. Public knowledge, Tennessean did a report on it. He's got a big compound up there. And we made mention of this fact on socials, and somebody accused us of doxing Pete Hegseth just because we said he was our neighbor and he lived in Goodlettsville's a really big place. It's like not like we gave his phone number out or anything. And so what we did was we did a little video inviting Pete Hegseth to come to our porch. We put it out about a week ago. Have you heard anything?
We haven't heard anything from him.
I have not heard anything.
We're still waiting.
But Pete, if you're out there, sue at frontporchaf.com.
I'm sure he's listening. I'm sure he's streaming us live right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's what he's doing. And the other mailbag, and this is awful. She refers to me as the tech.
You are the
techie person because I do all this stuff, and I didn't check an email account that I had set up at the beginning of this. I totally forgot about it. Totally forgot about it. And about 3 days ago, I realized, oh wait a minute, there's an email sitting there from 4 months ago.
Lord have mercy, Sue.
It's from 4 months ago. And I wrote her right back, and I said, oh, I am so sorry. She had the nicest things to say about me then. So I'm still waiting for a response. But that's the end of our mailbag. That's the end of our It is the end of our mailbag. Guess what we get to do now?
We're going to invite our special guest. We're going to introduce and then bring her up on the stage. Right?
Okay. However you want to do it. You've got to move to do this,
Yes, I'm going to switch seats.
Okay, because I would like to have access to our special guest too, but if Kelly is sitting right there, it means she's going to hog our special guest.
Hardly, Sue. Okay, everybody, this is really exciting. Elizabeth Cook is here with us, and Elizabeth, David Letterman says, my guest today needs no introduction, and he's talking about Elizabeth Cook. She is East Nashville outlaw, musician, spinner of records and tall tales, film artist, clogger, fisherman. She's got her own clothing line, and she's just all around badass, right? You might not know this, but everybody that's a singer doesn't get started as a singer. She started as an accountant at Price Warehouse. And then, but she did sing very early in life as a teenager. She put out a 45, and on the B side of that, the title track was, Does My Daddy Love the Bottle More Than He Loves Me? Oh, goodness. And one thing we might not know, she is also the voice of Tammy on the Adult Swim cartoons series Squidbillies. But her daddy really was a moonshiner. She's been the guest on the Grand Ole Opry over 400 times. Wow, that's pretty awesome. She has, since her first demo album in 2000, from her most recent to Aftermath, she's really pushed the boundaries in what country music is, and really made it with her own voice. And I discovered Elizabeth Cook through listening to Nancy Griffith. And in the words of Nancy Griffith, Elizabeth Cook is this young generation's Loretta Lynn. You haven't heard anything until you've heard Elizabeth Cook. She's brilliant and absolutely magnificent and sings Lou Reed like a country song. So thank you, Elizabeth, for being with us. Come on up and join us on the stage.
Oh, and may I interject here? This is the woman who's the only reason I pay money for Sirius XM. Apron Strings.
Apron Strings.
Every day, 11 a.m. Central. There you go.
Oh, thank you guys.
Hey,
oh
thanks
my
for
God.
thanks
this
for
is-
coming to hang with us.
Well, I just want to sit and listen. I don't need to do shit, really. I don't feel like,
You've
so-
come to the right place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
this-
great.
this
I
good.
love not doing shit.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about something though.
Oh, God.
Go for it.
Here we
so
go.
Here we go. Right. So, Sue and I met over
Because of roadkill.
There was a dead deer in her driveway, and I knew it was just dead. And I went, and she was trying to figure out how to get it taken care of. And I'm thinking, I hope this lady will let me get this deer out of her driveway.
Yeah.
So I go over with my tractor and front end loader, and she's like, "Yeah, get the deer." But I think you have a story about roadkill, don't you?
Yeah, man, I don't know where this is public, but I'm impressed that you found it. I went to college at the higher institution of learning that is Georgia Southern University. And so Bullitt County in Statesboro, Georgia, where Georgia Southern is a dry county, which is so ironic. And we used to have to drive to the county line to get liquor. But on Friday nights, we would often convoy a short 45-mile drive on I-16 between Statesboro and Savannah, Georgia, where it is not dry, quite wet, and we would proceed to have a great time. So we were coming back in from a Friday night in Savannah into our apartment complex, total convoy of my college roommates, all girls, and I pulled in, and then my roommate pulled in behind me, and she said, "Hey, was that deer on the road when you pulled in?" I said, "No, I didn't see a deer." And she said, "It's fresh." We didn't have a truck. We had, I had a Dodge Daytona. She had a Honda Accord because her family was way classier than mine. But our neighbors had a truck. So we asked, hey, can we borrow your truck? And we went and we got the deer. I mean, she's I'm way prissier than that. Okay. But she was like my badass redneck roommate. And really the only reason my parents would let me go away from home off to a city, Statesboro, to college was if I roomed with her. Her name's Star. So the only way I could go is if I ran with Star. So we get the neighbor's truck, we go and get the deer, pull it up into the back. She somehow managed to skin it out in the back of the truck. We had coolers. She quartered it. Yeah. We salt watered it, and then we chunked it, and we got a keg, and we had a cookout for the whole apartment complex.
That's perfect.
Yeah, yeah. The law came that night, and which wasn't unusual, but they showed up and we just we literally gave them a paper plate full of fried deer meat, and they were like, "All right, well, y'all just keep it down."
Oh goodness, that's perfect. Well, I didn't have the cops call, but we did fry that deer meat up.
That time you didn't have the cops called. Just that time you didn't have the cops called.
That time. Anyway, next question. It's kind of a similar theme, but you have a fishing show. How do you get a fishing show?
Okay, this is how. So when I first went on David Letterman the first time, which was not a musical performance, it was an interview, which I didn't understand at all why I was it was a really kind of a mental health crisis for me. I didn't understand it, but I did that. And then in the wake of that interview, I got a sitcom deal with CBS. And then in the wake of that, it's like the music business on crack. So, deals come, deals go, there's meetings, there's luncheons, all this different stuff happens. I find myself in these boardrooms over and over again with people saying, "Well, what kind of TV show do you want to make?" And I'm like, "Man, I ain't never thought about making a TV show. I'm a musician, I'm a songwriter. I don't think about TV shows, And so I finally came up with an answer, because what was something in my mind that I wish I had more time to do, that I didn't have time to do, that if they're going to put cameras on something and they don't have any fucking ideas, I'll say, well, I want a fishing show. So I could fish while I worked, basically. So when the Opry launched their network, that was brief in its existence, I believe, but I was approached by a producer for the network, and they said, "Hey, you still want to do that fishing show?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to do that fishing show." So I get them to, they pay for renting boats, guides, the bait. I ain't got to do shit. It's awesome. So
Do you think we could pitch a roadkill fishing show?
I don't see why not. I mean, I feel like probably the, waning government agencies that have to get stuff off the road would appreciate the help.
So it's right up our alley.
Yeah, right. It's a win-win-win-win.
It is win-win.
So good. Well, a little bit, just to kind of get into the music and your artistic career. In the past, let's just say since COVID, like we've had major losses in really great singer-songwriters from Prine to recently Todd Snyder. Like, how has that been? How does that weave into your career and affect your music, your creative process, and all that?
I mean, spent really making an extra effort to spend a lot of time with my artist community and artist friends right now in the music space. And, I think we keep presenting it, I keep trying to present it as a call to arms. There's to me, the whole idea of like filling their shoes. Nobody can fill the shoes of John Prine or Billy Joe Shaver or Jerry Jeff Walker or Todd, but we have our own shoes, and to develop those and to become a lane that keeps people connected to the world and to their life and to their feelings and everything through music is a beautiful responsibility, and something that I feel like we all need to be working towards and taking more and more seriously. And like that speaks to like Todd's approach. He really pushed sort of the frontal image of being a complete and total wreck, which is not inaccurate, and being always like smoking weed and all the stuff, and all that was true. But in tandem with that was a prolific work ethic that was unparalleled. And so to me, I feel like that's something that we can do with our energy in the grief, is just to try and continue to mine out the music and just work towards it every single day in their honor.
That leads me to ask, if somebody comes to Elizabeth Cook through one of your many outlets, what would you want them to listen to see first, to introduce you to a newcomer to Elizabeth Cook?
I mean, that evolves, every probably couple of weeks.
As we're sitting here.
It would be the song I started working on last night, but that's not accessible yet. So, we have to sort of the wait on things to catch up. But probably what's at least about to be most accessible is the film. There's a movie called The Easy Kind that is in part my story, but also hopefully just mirrors the story of a lot of artists that come here, and particularly female artists, and what it's like to be a creative / trying to make it a business at the same time and survive in this environment. And so I feel like that is probably the best reflection of everything right now.
It was at the Telluride Film Festival, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes.
It was like there was me and my film people, Hillary Clinton, Angelina Jolie, Will Ferrell, Ken Burns, and it was sort of like, which one of these is not like the other? Like, that'd be us. But yeah, I mean, it was a great time.
Well, we're going to put links to everything on the website. And I know that you've got a tour coming up to support the movie. Am I right?
Yeah. Man, like I said, the film business, TV business, that world is the music business on a whole nother, like, sporadic, insane level that is just wild. But yeah, my film director is married to Jack Smith, and so we were about to show the film in New York, and on a certain day for a private press event, and he got subpoenaed to testify in front of Congress that day on TV. So we had to move it. So that kind of thing is like literally what we're juggling with, and that was a lot of information in just a few sentences. But all that to say, we are warriors at this point, and the film is coming this year. There's a couple of distribution deals on the table. We are on the cusp of signing one of them, and there'll be an album announced in tandem with that.
great.
So it's like lassoing a tornado right now, but we are trying, and I'm just trying to keep my head in the art space of it and focused on the part of it that's my job, which is connecting with people through these things.
Yeah. So you've mentioned in interviews in the past about being vulnerable. It's like with this project, is that something that was part of that? And like, what risk do you take when you hit that you reach that vulnerability space?
Oh my God! I mean, a lot of extra therapy right now. When it showed at Telluride, I was already in such a foreign environment, feeling like an exotic white tiger that had been brought in a cage that was too small, and illegally and all that. That was one thing to show it there. As it's gone around film festivals to markets where people may know me from coming to their town and playing shows there, and so different fans come out to see it and stuff, and they're really seeing, the behind the curtain in a big way. And I mean, it's beyond nerve-wracking. Your face is 10 feet fucking wide on a screen, and I'm like, oh my God, that's happening. So anymore, the film festivals that it has shown at, I have learned that I show up, I'm there when it starts, I find a nearby bar. I stay in that bar until I'm texted by my manager or the director to like, hey, time for the Q&A, mosey on over. So that way I'm not sitting and watching it. I did sit through one of the screenings at the Nashville Film Festival, and it's vulnerable for sure.
I can't even imagine like that.
You mentioned Billy Joe Schaefer, for instance, and other. Who were your mentors? Did you have any? And who are they? Who are the people that made that big impression on you?
Well, primarily, it was my parents. So it would be by proxy of whoever they were directly emulating in their music, because they had a honky-tonk band. So, in one light, it's fair to say that my career officially as an adult started out as an accountant. But the truth is I was a stage kid. And my parents made a little project out of me, and they taught me songs. And so the first song that I ever remember learning during their band practices was Hey, Hey, Good Looking, Hank Williams. And I can remember coming home from school and my mother having written out on poster board all of the lyrics to Harper Valley PTA, which, like, most kids were having to memorize The Raven by Edgar, Allan Poe to resuscitate, and I was having to learn all the verses to Harper Valley PTA. So, whoever they were sort of feeding me. So it was all the classic country. It was Patsy Cline, Buck Owens, Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette, George Jones. John Anderson was in Florida. Ricky Skaggs' band was out of Florida at that point. My parents used a Pentecostal church as a babysitter that was around the corner, so I would go there. It was a hotbed of Southern gospel music and God knows what else, but a really great time. So there was that musical influence going on, as to where if I wasn't in the honky tonks with my parents' band on Friday night, I was with a Southern gospel band on Sunday morning.
Where did you learn to clog? Because you used to, you would come out and you and your dad would clog. Yeah.
Golly, it's hard to trace that one back as much. I know I took lessons. I know I was in a few official clogging groups. The Okefenokee Swampers was one of the clogging groups I was part of that we would go and perform at just little civic events and stuff. Like I said, a stage kid, my parents would just, again, my classmates are like going to tap, and my mother puts me in clogging where I'm like learning how to double toe rock step to Cotton Eye Joe.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, you DJ every day, Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, and there's a weekend show.
Yeah. What is country music? Is that what you play?
Whew, that's a loaded question. you know, people just have different feelings on what they think country music is. To some people, it's a very specific sonic expression. It has to have a certain instrumentation around it. To some people, and I think honestly this includes Hank Williams because I've read this as a quote from him, it is being earnest. So to be earnest is country music. Outlaw country is a wonderful place where we're able. Matter of fact, I caught a lot of shit for playing Puddle of Mud this weekend, and it was just a song I liked. I didn't know it was going to be a problem, but anyway, to me, it's just about songs and music and sentiment. And and in outlaw country, we go from rockabilly to, you know, the latest luminaries of Americana to the hardcore singer songwriters that span generations, and it's a very fruitful place, just full of all kinds of wonders.
Well, speaking of music and songs, Sue and I have a couple of specific questions. And one of your songs that I'm a fan of is called Snake in the Bed. And this is really about a snake, an actual snake in the bed. It's not a metaphorical snake.
Yeah.
I just wondered if that really happened.
Yeah, so going back to Georgia Southern, we lived in the most notorious place where we lived, where the roadkill party was thrown and the cops came a lot, was the place called Country Club Villas. And we were about 4 miles off campus out country roads.
Okay.
So we did get away with a lot out there. But what did you ask me? My Adderall.
Snake in the bed.
Oh, snake in the bed. Okay, so this was like a townhome. So there were multiple levels, and I was really sick. And we had a couch that was a pull-out bed. So I decided that I should stay on the pull-out bed downstairs to try and keep from infecting the rest of my roommates. So I was down there. I've been really, really sick, taking just nipping on everything I could get from the drugstore and then some. And my backpack had been sitting over by a sliding glass door, just accumulating my homework. So when the time came that I finally felt well enough that, okay, I'm just going to reorganize, I'm going to figure out and start digging out of all my homework, I dumped out my backpack on that big fold-out bed downstairs. And a little black snake just took off running down my leg.
Oh, God.
And I know it. I think it came from the sliding glass door right there. And again, we are in South Georgia. You know, it's a place ripe for these things. And between that and the cold meds that had me sort of almost in a hallucinogenic state anyway, between that and then an actual snake being in the bed with me, I wrote Snake in the Bed. Yep.
It's a great song.
Thank you.
You know, and on that same album, Welder,
yeah.
El Camino.
Ah, yeah.
Is he real?
You know, I was just.
Is that man
I still
real?
think about these things, and I think about. I thought about it. Occurred to me the other day, and I think that it may have been related to, you know, maybe being with somebody that I wasn't supposed to be with, and I'm obviously taking a lot of artistic things. And so at that point, when I wrote that song, I had been jogging around Shelby Bottoms, since you know the cement pond down there.
I do.
Okay, so I was looping the cement pond, and I was down there on a jog with my partner, and I finished before he did, you know. And
Wait,
so,
of course. Never mind.
yeah. So you know how that goes. So I was just kind of sitting there with nothing to do, and I noticed that there were people that seemed to be cruising, and they seemed to be cruising for love. And so there was some MapQuest directions at that time, printed out in the truck, and I got them out and I wrote that song start to finish, just sitting there cooling down from a run at Shelby Bottoms.
Watching the cruisers.
Yeah, watching the cruisers, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, so Elizabeth, what's up next for you? I know you got the film and everything, but what else is going on?
Yeah, you know, the film, there's going to be a new album this year that we're super close on. I'm so excited and in love to get to play these songs. And then I think my goal is to really, because what happens is I make something like this and then I get really swept up in the promotional cycle of it all, and I tend to step away from the things that made the meat of the project, which is the art part. And so I'm really trying to just make sure I make time to also stay in that zone. So, yeah, who knows where it goes from here? We got to get to the other side of, honestly, a movie and an album that has been a shot we've been racking for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
I actually had a question. I don't know why it popped up. I've never heard of a nickname for you. Have you had nicknames over the years?
Yes, and I was just with my family, and they said one that I had forgot. But they called me Peanut because I was born with a waistline. But my daddy always called me Suge, and Todd called me Suge, and that's my tattoo on my wrist is Suge, in case I forget at TSA or whatever. I'm like, no, really, it's me. Yeah, Suge.
Suge, that's a good one.
Yep.
Do you venture into cultural commentary, for instance, in your art? Deliberately. Deliberately. Oh, okay, I'm trying to think of. Well, one of my all-time favorite songs is my heroin addicted sister.
Yeah.
You know. How did that come to you? You know.
I mean, the honest story of it is that I remember I was at the 5 Spot and I got the call that, she had been sort of taken to the hospital in Atlanta, and it was close, and, she was probably going to have to do a little jail time after that. And it was honestly just a self-soothing, trying to process it, love song to her.
Yeah, 'cause I know it's one of your favorite songs, and that
Yeah. I mean, I just
favorite may not be the right word, but it
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. It's a heart-wrenching song to sing, but it's a love song, and it's an attempt to humanize someone that may just be seen by the world through a really thin lenses, troublesome or drug addict or whatever, when there's so much more to a person than that.
Do you, as a public figure, find that people have preconceived notions about you?
Oh yeah.
And how do you even care?
Oh, you know what? I'm just like, my response is like, go harder, make up even more shit. Like, the more the better. Like, just get crazy with it. I just like, I think that I definitely went through a period where I was vulnerable to it because of some public perceptions and things that happened around, I guess it was like my divorce, and it was on the heels of a lot of deaths and tragedy that had happened in my family, and I was struggling a lot, and I was struggling in public, and I didn't have an option but to struggle in public because it was my work. And that, landed people with power over my living to make certain decisions where I they made me go to a rehab that ended up being another trauma that I had to fight my way out of. But that was the big takeaway from it, was the way that I had to pull my shit together and stand up for myself when no one believed me anymore. And that was a really, really important moment that gave me a defiance and a strength that maintains me still.
And on that, maintaining yourself still, we haven't talked about balls. I mean, not just in general, but we haven't talked about the album and the song. Sometimes it takes balls to be a woman.
Yeah.
Is that your most requested song?
Yeah, probably that and El Camino. Yeah, that one. I mean, gosh, I think that I came to Nashville as such a good girl, and such, the Holy Grail. There was no really alternative country music scene. There wasn't really like an Americana scene. There wasn't anything to latch on to. The only thing you could do here to try and have a career was to get a major label record deal. So I went for that, and I got that twice, and then, just had to like mine my way through deals and people that were so against what I was trying to do and what I was trying to get at. And I couldn't even explain it to myself at the time. I just knew that it wasn't right. And I was in a constant state of resistance. So when I finally wrote Balls to Be a Woman, it was a statement that I ain't even trying to do anything with y'all anymore because you're a middleman. And I'm trying to connect with people that I know go through what I go through in their own way every day. And that's when Nancy Griffith found me, is when I wrote Balls to Be a Woman. And golly, what a gift she was to me.
That's cool. She's a gift to all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so Elizabeth, as we talked about on this particular podcast, one of the things we like to do is share with people how they can be a part of it and help others. We live in Nashville, so we all have probably at least 100 musician friends in our lives, right? And they experience things like you're talking about, like you've been through and you've fought against. What are resources out there for musicians or ways regular person can support someone that's on your journey?
Yeah, I mean, one thing is like, and I say this on the radio show a lot, and it's not just like for myself, it's about if there's any artist that we play on here that you like a lot, go buy shit off their website. Probably same for you guys, frontporchaf.com. Like, go buy the coaster. www. http is to do that. Go to the show, stay engaged online with those folks, comment on their post. Just engage and participate back. And I think those are the ways that make me at least feel like viable, and that I'm actually connected with other people and this matters, and this is my fuel. So it's really important.
That's cool. That's an easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Is it time?
I think so. You have the clock. You have the fucking
Well,
clock.
listen, I haven't.
Look, and it's turned around backwards, isn't it?
Yes, it is turned around backwards. But it is time.
Okay.
What happens now?
We have to wind down.
Oh.
But before we wind down, we go through the thing. Elizabeth, who is a musician, we don't have a license to play music during the podcast, the audio podcast portion, but we do for video. And if Elizabeth has graciously said that she will stick around after the audio portion of the podcast is finished and maybe play a song for us?
Sure.
That'd be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And as a northerner, I say bless your heart, and I mean it in a nice way.
That's so nice. Yes, thank you. I sense that. And shout out to IU, by the way, who's killing us here in the college football playoffs, which nobody saw coming. And I watched the game with Oregon the other night and thought, this team is AI. How is this even real? But look forward to seeing what happens with Miami.
Oh, and then that's the 19th. I actually am keeping my ESPN
Same.
$29. Yes, just so that I can watch that one game.
As soon as it's over, I get $70 a month back.
All right.
I know.
Yeah,
I
let's
know.
spend it.
I know.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth Cook.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Y'all are amazing. You're so much fun. Thank you guys. And to be at Dee's, what a perfect place to be.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what do we have coming up, Kelly, in the pipeline?
We're doing more shows.
Yeah, no, this is the end of Front Porch AF. Thanks you. Bye. No, our next show coming
we got
up.
Megan Palmer coming up.
Megan Palmer, who is a nurse, and she's going to talk about nursing and healing music.
That's right.
And
wait for
You're not
it.
going to believe this one. Go
Sue?
ahead, Kelly.
Sue's getting a gun.
I'm getting a gun.
So
I
we've gone to gun
took
class
lessons.
together.
We went to gun lessons, and I'm going to go to the carry lessons.
And we have our instructor coming to join us.
Yes, I'm going
to
to
give
talk
us a
about
blow
gun
by blow.
safety, responsible gun ownership,
Shot by shot.
and even in Tennessee. And yes, I'm going to get a lockbox. And
Yes, you are getting a
she's
lockbox.
going to get the combination and not to give it to me.
Exactly. That will be the whole. I'm going to put it in my gun safe. How about that?
Yeah. And so, okay, now comes, this is Kelly's portion where she tells you about all the ways you can keep up with us. Kelly?
We're on all the social media platforms except.
Oh, and this is where Mark drops
plays
in the
consider-
tweet.
Yeah, we
tweet,
don't do
tweet.
that one.
But we are
We
on
do
TikTok.
TikTok, Instagram,
YouTube.
the
We have-
Facebook, YouTube.
I figured all of this out.
Sue is the tech guru. She is our techie. Thank you, Sue, for all of your IT skills.
Old dogs, new tricks. Yeah. Okay. So we did that, and please tell your friends. Please follow us on the socials. Please follow us on the socials. Hit
Follow
like,
Elizabeth
hit
Cook
subscribe.
on the socials.
Yes, and
Listen
follow
to Apron
Elizabeth.
Strings.
Elizabeth-cook.com.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
that's
and
right.
all of the links and all of that stuff will be on the website. And our website again is
www.frontporchaf.com.
okay. Okay, now this is where. So until next time. Okay, it says Kelly right there. It says Kelly.
When we gather on our audio front porch and grab a drink
and
solve
all the problems of the world. Cheers,
Cheers, y'all.
y'all. We're going to change the set. We're going to change the set, guys, so that Elizabeth can actually play. Thank you. That was great fun.
Y'all are awesome. Oh my God. Well, I feel like it's down. Thank you guys. I feel like I was done.
Oh, no. We don't want. That's not what we do.
Y'all were so fun. And I was like talking about all this heavy shit.
Because life is heavy. Yeah. And you're coming through it. You're still coming through it. People, and the world is a shit right now. Okay, these two ladies here, Vietnam War protesters with me in the 60s and 70s, my college roommates.
Wow. I have a song about a chemical plant that exploded. It's on the new record called Fireball. And they were building tripwires with Vietnam War and killed 29 most of the life. And that's a completely hidden history.
Oh, we need, okay.
It's on the new album.
Oh, and that's great. That's great. Can't wait.
I'll try and do it. I don't know if I can pull it off, but I might try.
Oh, I'm sorry, Charles.
Oh, you're good, man. No problem.
Pardon me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Let me just kind of.
Yes. And will you hand me my makeup bag really quick? And will you see if my avocado is in the bag? That's yeah. Sure, and I mean, honestly, it can be a little distracting to turn it back and forth because you don't know when I'm going to sing and when I'm going to talk. But up to you. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything. Test, hey, yeah. All right. Well, I swear I'm trying to rehabilitate. I've said and told strangers what I contemplate. I open the drawers, thrown out the razors. I walk straight through the emotional craters. I listed goodbyes. I talked till I cried at times. Nobody was on my side. And I made big plans and I changed my mind. There's all kinds of women, I'm not the easy kind. Well, I hear you, Mandy, you're now gone above. There's Whitney and Brittany and Courtney Love. There's nothing like being misunderstood. When people want bad, they don't mind using good. I listed goodbyes. I talked till I cried at times. Nobody was on my side. And I made big plans and I changed my mind. There's all kinds of women, I'm not the easy kind. Not saying it's noble, not saying it's right, but sometimes a little is still too much light. Where there's been a fall, there'll be bruise. Oh, Southern girl, got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. Well, I listed goodbyes. I talked till I cried at times. Nobody was on my side. And I made big plans and I changed my mind. There's all kinds of women, I'm not the easy kind. The easy kind. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. That's the title track of the film, and I guess I'll just maybe reveal a few new ones because I'm just those are the ones I know the best right now since I haven't been touring much. But this is a song I'm gonna do that I wrote about the women that helped build the atomic bomb. So they kind of got plucked out of their small towns or mountain areas or wherever and given a train ticket and a promise of, I don't know, $13 a week or something, plus accommodations, to go help with the war effort. And a lot of the young men were already gone, so they had to rely on the women to come work basically in Oak Ridge, where they didn't know what they were building, but they were building something that would end World War II. So this song is called The Girls of Atomic City. We got muddy boots. We got bloody roots. We got pinpoints for your pain. We got summertime in the rain. We got everything anybody wanna hold on to. Well, sometimes I like to think about the girls of Atomic City and how their mamas just could not believe they work and pay their own rent, and there's nice men aplenty to leap the mud and sweep them off their feet. We are on a mission. We got good intentions. We got a castle on a hill. We got tea that we won't spill. We got everything to split sand beneath you. Sometimes I like to think about the girls of Atomic City and how their mamas just could not believe they work and pay their own rent, and there's nice men aplenty to leap the mud and sweep them off their feet. In her Miller shoes, she's got reason she can't lose that are as real as my Sharona and the SS Arizona. She's got everything anybody wanna hold on to. Sometimes I like to think about the girls of Atomic City and how their mamas just could not believe they work and pay their own rent, and there's nice men aplenty to leap the mud and sweep them off their feet. Thank you, guys. My voice is so worn out on Sunday, and I didn't bring my right throat drops and all that shit. But I'll try and do one more if that's okay. If it's okay, okay. All right, let's see. Smoking long black Cadillac, engine winding down. Park up on the sidewalk like he owned the whole damn town. I'd hear him talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke. Through a thicker haze of southern comfort. Say, girl, you're harder than the hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, baby, if he don't treat treat you well. And by he meant me. So I laughed and I shook his hand. And he laughed a little bit louder as he yelled up at the band. Play a train song. Pour me one more round. Make 'em leave my boots on when they lay me in the ground. I am a runaway locomotive out of my one-track mind. And I'm looking for any kind of trouble I can find. Got this old black leather jacket. I got these pack of Marlboro Reds. I got a stash in my own pocket. I got these thoughts in my own head. The right to run until I gotta walk, or till I have to crawl. In this moment that I'm in right now, ain't nothing else at all. Play a train song. Pour me one more round. Make 'em leave my boots on the day they lay me down. I am a runaway locomotive out of my one-track mind. And I'm looking for any kind of trouble I can find. Now you can pretend that there's an epic Todd Snyder harmonica solo right here. In the television blizzard lights, we looked around his place, found him cold there on the sofa, lit a smile upon his face. And though I tried with all my sadness, somehow I could not grieve. For a man that looked to me like he died laughing in his sleep. Play a train song and pour in one more round. We made him leave his boots on when they laid him in the ground. He was a runaway locomotive out of his one-track mind. He's looking for any kind of trouble he can find. We'll play a train song, play a train song, play a train song. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sue and Kelly. All you awesome folks. Dees, I love you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Elizabeth Cook, from the bottom of our AF hearts.
Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, do the raffle.
Yeah, we have to do the raffle. Miss Anita, you want to come up with the raffle jars?
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know. I wasn't warmed up at all. I didn't know what to.
All right.
I'm almost 78, so I might as well.
All right, Miss. Okay, we're gonna do this raffle. And thank you guys. We've raised almost $500 for Metamorphosis today, so thank you all. Woo! All right, let's start with the Thistle Farms. Okay, 878-218. Oh, Thistle Farms, awesome. Martha. 878-218. That's Martha, right here. Woo! All right.
You have lunch. You have lunch.
All right, now we're going to go for the bourbon. The Bellmead Reserve.
You said bourbon?
The Bellmead Reserve with the glasses. 878-210. Jessica. Woo!
Oh my God!
Awesome. And now, the best one ever. The chainsaw with the gloves and the D's hat.
Not me. It's fixed.
878-175. I got some tickets in my hand about some 175.
Oh my God!
Awesome! Thank you, everybody. Thanks for donating to Metamorphosis. This makes a big deal in people's lives.
Thanks for coming.
And thanks for coming out. It does have women's gloves.
Okay, this is a great pick. Elizabeth, is this your pick?
That's mine. Well, you can have it. I got a bunch of them, but this is my favorite. We've got it on tape.
Really well done.
You guys rocked.
Thank you, man.
And we would really be mad if we won that chainsaw. The fix would have been in.
What fix would have been in?
But it was fun.
Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mark will be there Tuesday. I am hoping to be with him. I am trying very hard to be with him. Are we?